the Shelton FFA Plant Sale, located on the horticultural site at Oakland Bay Junior High. We got two great guests in studio to talk about this, Hailey and Mckenzie. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for coming on the air and talking with us about this.
Thanks for having us.
First things first, FFA. Talk to us a little bit about what that stands for and what FFA does at Shelton High School.
FFA is pretty involved in our local community. We have our annual plant sales, our main fundraiser. FFA itself is an agricultural program for high school students, freshman to senior, and it empowers us to get involved in the agriculture industry in Washington State as well as all the way around the United States.
That's pretty
It's
cool.
a nationwide program for all high school students, and it's really fun to get involved with everything and learn about our community.
And y'all are sophomores, so did you do this last year? And were you involved in any sort of FFA before you got to the high school level?
Me, personally, I didn't know anything about FFA before the day I joined.
Wow.
But as soon as I did, they were really inclusive, and right away we got into the agriculture experience, showing at fairs, helping with fundraisers, selling the plant sale, all kinds of things that we do around the community and even farther out that sort of promote agriculture and help us learn a lot more about the industry itself.
Oh, that's cool.
That is cool.
We were just at the spring fair this past weekend,
Yes.
and as we were looking at the snakes and lizards and things like this, I look over and there's the Shelton FFA
Yes.
plant display and some beautiful things there. You guys were also looking and showing livestock, right? Talk to me about the fair.
So our teams, we had a lot of people actually turn out in our FFA chapter to show, so we had multiple teams judging livestock at the spring fair, and one of our teams actually got 5th place overall in livestock judging. So
Cool.
some members of that team got to attend the banquet and the award ceremony, and it was a really cool event.
What does that
fun.
mean to judge the livestock? What are you looking for?
You look for basically conformation and how the animal's built, and basically whether or not that animal should be used to further that line, I suppose.
Ah, okay, I see what you're saying.
I saw so many different kind of chickens out there that had won. I'm like, I didn't know there's so many different chickens
There's
in
a
the
ton
world.
of
Some
animals
were
out there.
huge too. I mean, like, it was great.
Do you
So
guys-
I did go through there, see all the awards on there.
You show at the fall fair too, the
We
main
do.
Washington State Fair. How different in size is the spring fair versus the fall fair?
The fair in September, our fall Washington State Fair, is a lot bigger than our spring fair, in my opinion.
Okay.
Oh, it
And personally, I go every year and I show my rabbits, which is a lot of fun. And there's always so many chapters from around the state, like District 3 and all of the other ones.
Oh, very cool.
And
There
it's
were
a lot of
of
fun.
rabbits there.
It's a great experience to meet all of the other FFA members and people from around the state who come to watch our livestock shows, and it's a lot of fun.
That is fun.
At the spring fair, we only went up that one day and Saturday, but at the the fair in the fall, we actually stay there in the dorms for about the entire week, about 5 days,
Wow.
and
Wow.
we are constantly doing herdsmanship, showing livestock. We display, if we have any homegrown vegetables or plant displays, we display those, and it's just a really fun experience to be able to be around all sorts of other people that are also interested in agriculture and show animals.
So this will be Vicky's first fall fair when we
Yes.
get there in September. So when we talk about this, it's probably double in size. I mean, it's pretty big.
At least that, yeah.
It's pretty
Wow.
There's definitely a lot more animal showing in the
cool. Yeah, I love it. That's a lot of
Because
fun.
the spring one was pretty
Yeah,
good size
well,
too, so.
You ain't seen nothing yet, Vicky.
I guess.
All right, let's talk about the plant sale that starts today. It is at the horticultural site at the OBJH, and it runs from today noon to 6, tomorrow 9 to 6, and Sunday 11 to 4.
What kind of plants?
Oh goodness, we have so many different types of plants. We have 2 greenhouses just filled to the brim,
Oh,
as
cool.
well as an entire outdoor nursery. We have annuals, perennials, we have vegetables, herbs, landscaping plants, trees,
Oh,
you
wonderful.
name it.
Decorative flowers. My favorite are the geraniums that sit in the corner.
Oh, that's nice.
Those are pretty.
I love
are these,
geraniums.
a lot of
Yeah.
these considered native plants to the area. We had a conversation earlier in the week about the invasive species that come in, like Scotch broom and knotweed and stuff like
Knotweeds,
that. But
yeah.
these are local plants that really take to the soil and to the types of weather that we have here?
Oh yeah, we have our greenhouses are just full of different types of flowers, and as well as just vegetable starts that are grown in gardens and such. And as our landscaping plants are also, they are plants that you could see, out and about, and they kind of just go really well with the environment.
Cool.
Oh, nice.
Cool. Funds go to help FFA, and you guys get to the different fairs and
Right.
meetings and
This
stuff
this
like that.
fundraiser itself helps fund and support our trip to state convention, which is in May, and we take all of our teams, vet science and forestry and all of
Dairy
that.
products.
Oh,
Wow.
I forgot about them.
Gosh, that sounds fun.
Doesn't that sound fun?
I
What are the
know.
different types? So you mentioned a couple there. What all gets represented from Shelton High School?
Oh goodness. Off the top of my head, I know for sure. Does
Vet science.
first year member compete at
Yes.
state? Then we have a vet science team. We have a dairy products team.
Forestry. Are they going to state this year?
This is something else.
I know. They didn't do this when I was in high school.
There's definitely a lot of opportunities for us to compete and learn about different aspects of agriculture.
Where is the
That's
state
wonderful.
competition?
It's
It-
in Pullman.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
The
I
Wazoo
didn't know-
campus.
didn't
We
know
get to
the
stay in
other
the
side of
dorms
the
for, is it 4 days this year?
Oh, fun.
Man, the college experience.
Right?
And that's what, next month you said? May?
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
It's in May 9th.
Just a few weeks away.
Oh,
wow.
that's going to be fun.
Well, that'll be a lot of fun. Cool.
Yeah.
So support the Shelton FFA today and through the weekend with the plant sale that goes on noon to 6 today, 9 to 6 tomorrow, and Sunday from 11 to 4. Shelton High School FFA and the horticultural site at the Oakland Bay Junior High is where you can see this. So they thank you for your support. So get out there, get the plants. It'd be a good weekend to plant some plants, I'd say,
I know.
too, right?
I'm looking forward to the vegetables.
You guys got
that
any
we're talking
tips for us as we get ready to plant our vegetables or things in the gardens with the amount of water, or what should we do? What are some good tips for us?
Don't drown your plants. Just enough water
Drown your
to
plants.
wet in the soil,
about? Okay.
so the roots get just enough their nutrients.
And if we do end up getting some rain here and there on the weekend, make sure that you take that into account when you water your plants.